You might not notice it, but many everyday things people enjoy around the world actually started in the United States. From shopping traditions and food trends to technology and holidays, American culture has quietly spread far beyond its borders. Some of these ideas became global habits, while others turned into worldwide traditions that millions of people now enjoy without even realizing where they came from. Today, we're looking at 12 things that probably wouldn't be nearly as popular around the world if it wasn't for the United States. So, you've probably heard of Black Friday, right? In the US, it's this massive shopping event the day after Thanksgiving. And it's basically famous for huge discounts, crazy long lines, and let's be real, sometimes chaotic crowds rushing into stores. Over time, companies realized just how successful it was, and the idea quickly spread to other countries. Now, you can find Black Friday sales in places that don't even celebrate Thanksgiving. People just love the excitement of a good deal. And what started as a uniquely American thing has turned into a total global tradition. Another classic bit of American culture has to be the diner. You know the vibe, a simple spot that smells like fresh coffee, grilled bacon, and buttered toast. The menu is usually packed with comfort foods like eggs, pancakes, burgers, and milkshakes. It's not exactly fancy cuisine, but there's something so nostalgic and cozy about it. Thanks to movies, TV, and people traveling, American-style diners have popped up in tons of countries all over the world. Then there's the idea of national parks, which actually got its start in the United States. Way back in the early 1900s, President Theodore Roosevelt helped create and grow the national park system to protect natural landscapes and wildlife. This idea pretty much inspired other countries to do the same thing. Today, national parks are everywhere, preserving mountains, forests, and coastlines. So people can get out into nature while keeping it safe for the next generation. Food culture has also been a huge export, especially Americanized Chinese food. While it's definitely inspired by traditional Chinese cooking, a lot of the dishes were tweaked in the US to fit local tastes. I mean, things like General Tso's chicken or honey walnut shrimp are incredibly popular now. For a lot of people outside of China, these dishes are actually the first thing they think of when they imagine Chinese food. It's a pretty fascinating example of how cultures blend to create something totally new. Technology is another area where the US has really changed daily life across the globe. One of the biggest examples is GPS. It was originally developed by the American military, but eventually they made the satellite system available for everyone to use. Today, we use GPS for everything. Navigating cities, tracking deliveries, finding a place to eat, or even finding a lost phone. It's so common now that most of us can't even imagine traveling without it. Another tradition that went global is Halloween. While it has roots in old Celtic traditions, the modern version with the costumes, decorations, and trick-or-treating was mostly shaped by American culture. Through movies and pop culture, the celebration became super popular in other countries. Now, every October, you'll see kids dressing up as superheroes or movie characters in places far beyond the US coffee. Culture also saw a massive shift thanks to Starbucks. When the company started expanding internationally, it introduced a lot of countries to American-style iced coffee flavored lattes, and that whole coffee shop vibe where you can sit and work for hours. Today, there are Starbucks stores in cities all over the world, and grabbing a specialty coffee on the go has become a daily habit for millions. Entertainment has also played a huge role in spreading American culture, and honestly, few brands have done it better than Disney. Between the movies, the characters, and the theme parks, they've created a global form of storytelling. There are Disneyland parks in several different countries now, and millions of people travel every year just to experience that magic that originally started in the States. Education is another area with a ton of influence. Many of the world's top universities are in the US, and students come from all over to study things like engineering, medicine, and tech. Schools like Harvard or MIT have such a big international reputation that they attract some of the brightest students from everywhere. Then there's prom night, which is a surprisingly global tradition now. In the US, prom is a huge high school milestone where everyone dresses up and goes to a big dance. Thanks to American movies and TV shows, schools in other countries have started doing similar events, even if it wasn't originally part of their culture at all. Food trends have traveled a lot too, especially American-style donuts. Those sweet, colorful treats with the glaze and sprinkles became a hit thanks to American chains. In some countries, they've even been adapted to local tastes, maybe a little less sweet, but they still keep that iconic round shape and the fun toppings. Finally, you've got ranch dressing. It's that creamy sauce Americans seem to put on literally everything: salads, pizza, wings, you name it. It started in the US, but it's becoming a surprising favorite around the world. Usually, once people try it for the first time, they totally get why Americans are so obsessed with it. One of the most interesting things about US influence is how American universities attract people from every corner of the map. Every year, thousands of students leave home to study at places like Harvard, MIT, or Stanford. For a lot of international students, getting into one of these schools is seen as a total life-changing achievement. These campuses offer amazing research and connections to huge industries like tech and finance. Because of that reputation, America has become a sort of hub for global education. Students from all over bring their own cultures with them, but they also end up taking American academic traditions back to their home countries. Another tradition that's kind of quietly spread is prom. In the States, it's one of the biggest parts of the high school experience. Tuxes, gowns, fancy cars, the whole 9 yards. For decades, it was mostly just an American thing. But once Hollywood started showing high school life on screen, other countries got curious. Soon enough, schools everywhere started throwing their own versions of prom. Even if the details are a little different, the idea of a big formal dance to celebrate the end of school has become huge. And again, food is a big one. American-style donuts are a perfect example of this. Even though fried dough exists in plenty of cultures, the bright ring-shaped donut with the icing and sprinkles became famous because of American bakeries. When these shops went international, people fell in love with them. Sometimes the recipes change a bit to fit local preferences, but the basic idea, soft dough and sugary toppings, stayed the same. You can find donut shops almost anywhere these days. Then there's ranch dressing, which always seems to surprise people. It's one of the most popular sauces in the US, and we use it on everything from veggies to pizza. When people from other countries first see it, they're usually a bit skeptical. But once they taste it, a lot of them become fans pretty quickly. Some international spots have even started putting it on the menu because people keep asking for it. Coffee culture is another big one, especially with Starbucks. Before the big chains went global, coffee culture in a lot of places was very different. Usually just a small cup, finished quickly. Starbucks brought in the idea of huge drinks, iced coffees, and comfy places to hang out with a laptop. That concept really changed how people think about coffee shops. Now you see that relaxed, social style of coffee in cities all over the world. And of course, there's Disney. From the classic animated movies to the massive theme parks, Disney created stories that basically everyone on the planet knows. Kids from totally different cultures grow up watching the same movies. When parks opened in Paris, Tokyo, and Shanghai, they became huge hits. That idea of a magical world filled with rides and fantasy has become a global standard for fun. It's also pretty cool to see how holidays spread through media. Take Halloween. It's widely known now mostly because of American TV and movies. Even in places that never really had a history of celebrating it, People are now decorating their houses and going trick-or-treating. Most people don't even know the history behind it. They just think it's fun to dress up and eat candy. It just goes to show how powerful entertainment can be at spreading ideas. Lastly, GPS technology is probably one of the most impactful things the US has shared. When the government opened it up for everyone to use, that completely changed how we get around. Now, anyone with a smartphone knows exactly where they are. GPS runs our maps, our ride-sharing apps, and even our delivery services. It's one of those things that changed the world so much we kind of forget it had to be invented in the first place. From shopping and food to tech and movies, the US has influenced daily life in ways we don't always notice. What started as a local habit or a new invention eventually made its way across the world. If you liked hearing about these global influences, make sure to subscribe for more cool facts. And let me know in the comments, which one of these actually surprised you the most?